Hello, Mette. Here is the oral analysis of the short story Karma. I've chosen to focus on the main character Mohanlal and on a bit on his relationship to his wife Lagni, and I will also discuss the theme of the story. The main character, as said before, is Mohanlal. He's an Indian man who thinks of himself as a British man or an Englishman. He is one of the higher class Indians. He has a good education and he has English skills, and well, he has good looks. And he is very satisfied with himself and all that. This is seen at the beginning of the text where he looks at himself in the mirror, and the mirror says to him, "You're a bit of all right, old chap. Handsome, nice suit, scented soap." The mirror is a symbol of his thoughts, and it indicates how fond he is of himself. It also shows kind of how aware he is of his own appearance in public. He wants to show an image of, a real classy English man and not an Indian man. And throughout the whole story, Mohan is, in general, very aware of what other people think of him. This is seen at the quotation saying, "The Times always attracted attention. Perhaps someone would recognize his burial tie." Burial? The Times is an English newspaper, and he, always folds it so fellow passengers are able to see that it is the Times, and thereby, see that he's a well-educated man. The tie is also from a British college, and he has, brought whiskey and English cigarettes with him. It all shows that he, builds up a facade as an attempt to impress everyone around him. I also think that he will do almost anything to get in touch with other Englishmen. And when he's sitting in the train, he spots two English soldiers who are actually driving at second class. And he wants to travel with some Englishmen, so he tells the guard that they can, sit in his compartment, and that certainly backfires later. He distances himself from the Indian culture, and he basically dislikes everything about it. He is embarrassed of being an Indian man, which can be the reason why he tries to appear British. When he sees the mirror at the beginning of the text, he thinks that it is made from India, and he smiles at it with an air of pity, and afterwards he says, "You are very much like everything else in the country. Inefficient, dirty, indifferent." It symbolizes how he looks at his own people, and how he has prejudice towards his own culture and heritage. He does not see himself as Indian, and he feels kind of, disgusted towards his own people. And on the other hand, Lakshmi, his wife, is purely a traditional Indian woman. She does not know English. She wears a sari. She can easily talk with poor railway people, and she's comfortable with traveling in the general class. So she kind of embraces the Indian culture, while Mohan rejects it and aims for the British culture. She also refers to him as her master, which makes her inferior. So perhaps Mohan, only keeps her around for his own benefits. And unfortunately, it is seen many places in India that women are suppressed by men because of the different social classes and the caste system. The title of the story is Karma, which in Hindu is the doctrine that our present actions continue to have effects in our future lives and reincarnations. And that means that you have to, you have to behave well, and you have to treat other people well. And Mohan does not treat his wife right, and he distances himself from his culture, and through his fake, if I can call it that, fake image, he's trying to, you know, sit with the British soldiers. So it just seems that he has collected a lot of bad karma, and therefore he receives a good lesson by being kicked out of the train by English soldiers. His wife, however, does not face the same kind of humiliation. Therefore, the text teaches us not to cut off our own people, or not to try to distance us from our own culture, or, you know, make up a fake facade. I mean, why would he even try to be as the soldiers? They are rude, they have a lower style of language, and they sure does not seem to come from a higher class than him. Anyway, I also think that the text shows kind of an existential crisis. The story is about the times when India was still a British colony, and I think the story captures the frustrations on whether the Indians should embrace the British culture, or, you know, rediscover their own culture. I think that Mohanlal acts like he does because he is, you know, in a, I don't know, identity crisis. Who is he? Is he an Indian man, or is he a British man? I think that many people could experience such identity crisis when facing, you know, two different cultures at once.